Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we are playing some Veigar mid lane into a Victor. Veigar is one of my champions that I feel like I'm the most consistent on. Honestly, for climbing ranks, I usually play on like other accounts that are like master tier with my like off meta stuff, but this is my highest one, which is grandmaster and like 200 LP from challenger, so we're kind of close to it. And my Veigar win rate is one of my best and most played. So I'm gonna try to explain like what I'm trying to do. Of course, you're a scaling champion, and in most cases, you're actually gonna like lose to most people. You're not supposed to win. You win later. Victor likes using his E level 1 sometimes. I was able to land a really good Q there. I always focus on trying to get AP if I can from far away. I will keep my distance because I know that it's way harder for him to land E on me if I play really far. With Victor also, he has the Q ability, and his Q ability is frustrating to play against because his Q is pretty long range. And not only is it long range, but it does a pretty substantial amount of damage, so I'm only trying to get hit by his E, because Victor, E doesn't really deal that much. I just landed a Q on him there, just for a little bit of AP for myself, mostly. You also do have, like, crazy good gank potential, but that's about it. Like, if my teammates gank for me and I land Cage, it's really good. I had a feeling he was going to be using his E there, so I did predict that. I sometimes throw out W if I'm trying to use it when they're going for a really important CS, like a cannon. Because if they lock themselves into an animation, which is usually every single animation of like auto attacks, you can't move. So I might chuck an occasional W just to try to get 1 AP from it. Otherwise, we kind of just play back. He has been missing a lot of E's, which is amazing. I don't know if he's question marking because he thinks that like I'm not trying to pay attention to the timing, because you can somewhat do okay at juking Victor's abilities through anticipation and not prediction. Or no, through prediction and anticipation and not reaction speed. You cannot reaction speed Victor's ability. You have to be so sporadic with your movement back and forth because the projectile moves so absurdly fast that he's supposed to land it almost every single time, and each time he misses is huge for lane. Because he's missed like 3. I could be so much more chunked if he didn't miss those earlier. But we're CSing better than him because I think he's too fixated on trying to harass me, which is perfect because that's just giving me a slight lead. I thought that I could maybe run away from that laser, but as you see, it still hits me. It's also such a long range ability. I'm going to pop my other potion because I also am getting chunked. He's getting so that he probably could never kill me, though, because he needs to get me low enough that he can still use other abilities to finish me off. I'm just trying to keep extreme distance again, and then I'll just tank these while auto-attacking this one to prep it so I always get 2 at a time. He does have TP to get back in a lane. He just missed his E again, and because he just used up everything, he just did something that is gonna make it so much easier for me to play. At level 5, if I'm CSing well, I can actually 2-shot backwave, or use W to prep it, and then just kill it like this. And then we just do a little bit of poke, get a little bit first strike money. I got double AP. I'm gonna TP back, and he's freezing. But if he freezes like this, it's actually not going to be the worst for me, because if I TP back immediately, even though he's doing this, I'll TP back sooner. I could still shove it in, and I only miss a couple, and he might even be forced to stay if he's like too close, which he probably is. And you can see that he stopped his base on accident, and this is so good for us because this laning phase is harder until I get to like 2 items, and then we can do like one-shot stuff. So we got good poke again, just to get some first strike money. We shouldn't be able to kill him here. He went for me instead of the wave again, which was a mistake in my opinion. There's literally no reason to go for me ever. We can stop his base here easily. Oh, wait. I did hit him, and it did work, like, in the sense that I did actually touch him, but it didn't stop his base. So, he's gonna TP back. I have the wave shoved, which means that I have another reset angle, and the reset angle for this one is because I'm trying to get boots. The faster I can get boots is really insane. He stopped my base, but that's fine. Ooh, you messed up your Q, bro. You messed up your E as well. If he wants to ult me and chase me down, he can. I might honestly be able to kill him here because he is maybe disrespecting my damage a little bit. Oh, nice. Oh, that sidestep was so good, but of course people are going to be better inside of High Elo, so it makes sense. Well played. I am not supposed to beat this guy, and the reason why I even attempted it is because he's playing greedy. That was greedy by him to do, and it was a nice outplay, but in my opinion, you should not try to do stuff like that, because if I, for some reason, killed him, that would be so crazy. He, of course, Victor is one of the most popular Master Tier plus mid lanes to play. His play rate is more than, like, almost any other mid. I think he might actually be #1 or tied for first with Ahri. And it's because he's such a good character and he's well-rounded, so I'm not gonna, like, say that Victor's a weak champion and, like, I'll be better later on. But I'm pretty confident that I think that Veigar is better later than his. And to put yourself in a position that you almost could lose to me is really, really dangerous, because you're not supposed to be losing to me, or even have a chance of letting me ever get a kill onto you. He used his E there. I knew he would probably use his E. He uses his E off cooldown, like, very frequently, and sometimes he shouldn't be doing that, probably. Just gonna last hit this one from far away. I have to land Cage here to get him, but I don't know if I can. We'll see if this maybe is okay. There's people here. I just hope burst that guy, but I can't get this guy just yet. I can't get him with the last Q. I know that I can't. I'm so sad about that. If I had range of my ultimate, I could kill, but the range of the ultimate is really short on Veigar. You're a pretty short-range champion. That's why you lose to so many things. But mid lane farm is still so absurdly bad. I have no idea how I'm beating this guy in farm so much. Unless maybe I'm doing a good job at just maybe setting up better wave states. I don't really think that I need a base just yet, because I maybe could stick around and try to just get my Rod of Ages, because I only need 1300 and we're really close to it, which is like one more wave after this would probably be enough. I knew he was going to try to use Q onto me. It gets harder to face Victor actually once he gets his upgrades, and he honestly is doing a pretty good job at already having those upgrades, so I'm going to get hit by like every single one here. I can't miss my ability again. Although, he did a good job at sidestepping it, and he understands his champion well. This is why Victor is difficult to play against. He's so fast. He becomes so quick and can kite people. And his kiting prowess is so insane that it makes it really challenging for me to, like, deal with it. But I did get my Rod of Ages, which is what I wanted. And dying in League of Legends is normal. You're not supposed to, like, have a flawless game. Of course, my deaths... The first death was something that I would have always tried. This death, I think, was a mistake that I would, like, change how I would play in the future. Because some mistakes of deaths doesn't really matter too much. Dude, I'm so upset that we aren't going to be able to do anything here. All I can do is just Q from far away, because I tried to go for the Graves, but maybe I should just went for the Milio. Still okay, though. So now that we have a little bit of AP, we can just try to farm this out. I mean, I will be missing farm occasionally, of course. Oh, you are just standing there. Got it. Dang, he DC'd, didn't he? I feel kind of rude to just kill him. But also, I didn't know if he was doing it on purpose, though. Like, I'm not... If you walk towards a Victor, he can kite you, right? Because he gets a slow effect eventually, and he might honestly already have that upgrade, and when he has that upgrade, not only does he speed himself up, but he slows you down, and he can chase you down in lane. Really, really well. But we can still look for Q hits, because your Q range is slightly worse than his, so right there, he tried to hit me at the same time I tried to hit him, and I did get to hit him, and if I can do it without him shielding himself, it only takes a few hits to usually get them low enough that they're within kill threat range. So you can sometimes slightly be okay in this matchup to put yourself in your own kill threat angle on occasion. Like right here, you see how he's just running in a straight line at me? If he doesn't sidestep some of these, he might get hit. That's why I'm just occasionally chucking it. Kind of like how he occasionally chucks it. If I was him, I probably wouldn't be trying to occasionally chuck it, though. I'd probably try to commit for the, like, guaranteed hits. Right there, I tried to hit him, didn't successfully work. He's gonna try doing it again, I already know. I'm gonna go for the cannon, though. I don't really care about going for him. I just care about trying to get the farm. Because, again, the most important thing is just getting our strength as a character strong. And our strength is that we can infinite stack our AP. Because he's fast, Swifty Boots doesn't feel that bad on Veigar, so I'm just going to be going for that. There's a lot of different ways of playing Veigar. I feel like Rod of Ages is just the most important item. You can go a lot of different stuff afterwards. I should not cage there, but that's okay. At least we, like, zoned him from the wave for a moment. I tried predicting him to walk up aggressively again, but it didn't work. That's still okay. How on earth is this guy down so much farm, dude? I tried scaring him into stopping his base, because I don't want him to hit me a single time, but... What? What? I thought that sometimes they spawn on the bottom part of it. Huh, okay, well, it's whatever. Weird. I guess that I am not sure where I was supposed to be throwing that. I have my upgraded boots. He's going Merc Treads. Makes sense. Still getting a pretty decent amount of stacks, I would say. Oh, you missed your Q for the slow effect. That would have been really nice to have, but it's okay. My cage usage is bad. If there was anything that I could improve my Veigar with, it would be the cage usage. Right here, because I'm so fast now, I'm down to sometimes be harassing him underneath the turret because I actually can win. Because he's still really squishy since he doesn't have Merc Treads yet. I have the Victor pretty low. He might stick around and try to outplay me, but I can win. My farm per minute is almost 10. Despite the constant harass, I've been able to keep up. And then also my stacks per minute is also looking good, because a little bit over 10 is pretty easy to get if you're stacking well. I'm just going to take one plate and back away because I'm scared about the Pantheon ulting. You can see that the game state is not looking good, but... We're playing such a good scale. Oh, I'm gonna get stopped, aren't I, with his E. In this case, we don't try to fight him back because we know that we can't win, so we just burn his ultimate and just run away. Oh. Graves might try to ult me here. I'm just gonna continue walking a little bit further away. I know that this is gonna be kind of bad because it takes a while for me to reset, but I'd rather just not die. It would be really, really bad to die at this point. I have seen Shurelia's built recently on Veigar, and I've been enjoying it because it does give you a pretty nice amount of movement speed that you can play off of, because movement speed is so valuable because you're so short range, and being able to catch up to people, especially if they're faster than you, is sometimes such a big issue, and I want to be able to do that. He has Merc Treads now. Oh. He ran downwards towards the Raptors. Wow, I didn't expect for him to go that way. I thought that was on point there, darn. The W that I'm using is purposely trying to make it more difficult to land his E, because he's gonna have to sidestep it. So I'm causing him to not have an easy time trying to get me. Put it in the middle. Just use Q to hit him. I know that it's not going to deal that much, but I'm just trying to get a bonus stack and see if he panics, and sometimes the W might stick. I'm on the way bot side, and honestly, this seems like a decent fight to be a part of so far. The Victor is not here either. But if nothing is going to be breaking out, I'm wasting time. I kill one, and we got multiple flashes. I won't take her farm. There's no reason to. We're going to lose mid lane turret. I can't defend it fast enough. I did get a little bit of AP from it, though, because takedowns also give you AP. There's probably no reason to TP just yet. I probably should have saved it to see if maybe I can try to help out the team. This guy has a decent shutdown mid lane because he also took the mid lane turret, and that does give you, like, a pretty ridiculous amount of gold. But, of course, the plates don't ever go away anymore. So, we can always get those back later on. Victor TP'd bot side. I don't think that I can TP to help out with this one. I don't have my ultimate. I don't want to play off that. I'd rather just continue farming mid for now. I know that missing cannon means less stacking. It's not the end of the world, though. It only gives you 2. It's not like that crazy. It doesn't give you, like, 5. Oh, it gives you 3? Wow, that changes everything. Just kidding. So we got decent chunk onto this guy. Decent chunk again. They stun themselves. The Graves is almost dead. I do have Shirelias in base, so I should probably just go get it and then just help walk bot lane because mid lane is gonna get overtaken since bot lane's usually swapped to mid because it's better for 2 people to be mid and have support there. We're just gonna build the Shirelias. The death cap is going to be the spike point that is usually like the, whoa, okay, we're super strong, but we're still somewhat strong now. It's not like that bad. There's no way I'm going to be going top side, even though this Garen's coming bot lane. We're just going to be sharing this because there's no, like, reason for me to go top. There's nothing up there. I get 1 kill. Whenever you have free time of, like, another person taking over the lane, double farming is really stupid. You should just try to group up where a place could be sieged. Bot lane turret's already down, so why would I go down there? There's, like, nothing to get. This cage could have been better. That's still fine, though. We got decent damage on that guy, too. I could have maybe caged the guy a little bit more, but he did make a mistake, and that mistake is substantially bad. That was huge misplay on his end to try that, because now we're able to take so much. And also, sieging on Veigar is, like, really strong, because your cage is kind of ridiculous. Not to mention I'm getting a lot of AP from hitting people, because now it no longer matters about only farming, but also being able to, just hit anything on anybody is giving me permanent AP, which allows you to get way higher numbers. Top lane is eventually going to crash, so that's why I'm coming up here. I maybe could have arrived a little bit sooner, but we need to collect it. I also do have TP available, so that's another reason for just catching it. You only want to catch waves when it is usually a good timing where maybe you can't be doing something else. Like, I had so much free time to, shove out mid and help out with pressuring that there was no reason to be topside just yet because it's always coming back and I always can get it later. And when a wave is also slow pushing towards you, this is such a free win for us. I got such a good flank angle. And then, I don't know why Victor, does he just not have TP? Why was he so late? Yeah, and now I will just win the game because the death cap spike is coming up. And then once I have the death cap spike, we'll just be so strong that one cage in one W onto multiple people will always be able to do so much for carrying. since I can finally just, like, one-tap people, because we're at that point. And also, you can see my stacks per minute is getting substantially better. It's way more than 10 per minute now. We're almost getting to the 15 per minute threshold. It's getting very close. I have the perfect buy for Death Cap. That's why I was staying on the map, because I knew that I could just afford it, so then my buy could be a very efficient one where I can just be on the map for a long time. And hopefully the only reason that I ever base will be I die or I have like another giant purchase. I'm just grabbing blue buff. That's why I'm coming down here. I'm not caring about like going bot lane because Baron is the next objective, and you always want to be on the side of when you don't have TP to be near that, of course. One cage completely wins us the game now. You can see how scared they are of even stepping up, because, I mean, honestly, if you guys, do, then I guess that you guys can get me. My goodness, alright. Never mind, they outplayed me. I thought that I would be okay with everybody not flashing over my cage, but hey, they fully understood something, which is, if you are on the losing side, getting the giant bounties is now an objective, and you should burn every single possible thing to get that, and I was worth like 1,000 gold about. So I wasn't anticipating them to flash over the wall, because I am not used to playing in such high ranks all the time, and I feel like Master Tier players usually wouldn't be doing that. I didn't get to see the ranks of this. Could be High Masters. High Masters and Low Masters is a little bit different too. But there's a lot less hesitation of, oh, this guy's like out of position, and if we all burn everything, we could maybe kill him. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but they will usually take it because they know how important it is to kill you, right? But you can see that, like, my teammates see, like, they're saying all flash is worth. I talk about this all the time. I'm like, whoa, they just committed flash to get a regular kill? That's not worth it. You have to save your flashes for really important stuff. And now they don't have it, it should be very easy, hopefully for us, with flash advantage on our team, to snowball from this point onwards. Because if we just get to play around Baron, if I land one good cage onto Graves and Lucian, they can't leave anymore. That's a huge deal. And if we kill them, Baron is ours. Baron is an objective, but what they got was something different. I thought that Millia was going to be right there, but he wasn't. Lucian has no flash, remember. Oh, you're... I thought that he was going to kill that guy, but he didn't. He'd went for somebody else. I think I can get that guy. Still fine, though. Because now we can do the Baron pretty easily. Garen found an angle onto the flashless targets, we kill them, and then we do the stuff that will win us the game, which is the objectives that matter. I messed up here. We can kill this guy. Killing that guy is really good, because, again, we're on the winning side, and committing my flash to get an objective is gigantic. I feel very confident, because Graves died, that my teammates can take the objective, so what I'll do in the meantime is just be taking another objective at the same time. Oh, jeez, I will probably just die here. Because I got a little bit outplayed by where the Pantheon ultimate came from. But I already lost my shutdown from earlier, so I took mid lane turret. Inhib is open. My teammates were doing an objective that I knew that didn't need to be done, so that was still completed, which is awesome. Victor also burned his flash with me, so he's not going to have it for the next fight. Dragons coming up. They do have more dragons than us. But you can see my CS per minute is very slightly better than his. I have a ridiculous amount of stacks. I must have 1,000 AP. Everything is looking, I would say, the way that it's supposed to, for me to feel confident enough that I can just, in one team fight, be able to perform well enough to carry it. And I don't even need to be doing too much either. I only really need to land just one W and one E, really. If I just take somebody out right at the beginning of the fight, it's always very easy to win. This next dragon is kind of important, and I don't really want to base for a long time, so I'm actually going to sell my Dark Seal, which sounds kind of stupid, but, I want to have the full magic pen and ability haste of this item, plus it also gives that healing, like, thingy, and it scales with AP, and Veigar, of course, has more AP than, like, most other characters in the game, so he really benefits from it very well. And I want to just win this team fight now. Like, immediately. I waited for Lucian to dash forwards because I know that if we have him over chase with the dash, he can't get out of cage. So as soon as he used the dash, that's my go trigger to go in. And he probably doesn't have flash available still, so I just kill him with Q plus R because we have so much AP at this point, it doesn't really matter. And now the game's just over. So yeah, that was Veigar mid lane. Really annoying matchup, but nonetheless, we were able to just win. This is like a pretty average game. I sometimes have god tier games where I get like 10 plus kills, but this is like a standard game where like I did everything correctly. I don't need to do more than what I did. Oh, I probably could have killed Milia there. But anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see if I did most damage in the game, potentially, because I did get to land decent hits inside of team fights and stuff. That was... We'll look at, like, the Victor's rank. There's a possibility that these guys are Master Tier, possibly. Who knows? We'll see. Did second most to Garen. Garen did the most in the game. Made myself useful. Did the things that I needed to do to perform. My win rate on this character is pretty good. This guy is Master Tier. What do you know? Is everybody Master Tier? Dude, but that guy's high masters. That guy's only a few wins away from a grandmaster. And that guy's low. Dude, I was trying to hype up the video and then they're all masters. That guy says GM last year though. So anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for game 2 if you want to see it. Peace out. Have a great day. Farewell. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to game number 2 of the Veigar. We are versus a Vladimir this game, and he is going to hit me. I did hit him back, so I did get 1 AP from that at least. Man, I don't play against Vladimir very frequently. I don't know how easy it is for him to step up. He's a short-range character, and he also gets, like, super low CDs and sustainability later on. And he can pull underneath your cage, which sucks. But because he's short range, sometimes you can kind of do okay versus them because you can sometimes, like, land some hits if they go for you. Obviously, I missed there. I haven't played this skin in a while. Q3 is the biggest concern for us. His Q3 is when he has the empowered, like, version of it. And it does, like, way more damage. I don't know how I messed up all those CS there, but that's fine. I thought he would juke, but he didn't. There's a Briar just proxying our base, but, I mean, there's probably no way to get her. Canceled my auto attack again. For real? For real? I actually messed that up? I have a feeling that this matchup is heavily Vladimir favored. Because I think that he just dives me as soon as he reaches, like, way stronger item spikes than me. But then I, like, can win in other ways afterwards. But I just can't win early game. I also need to never make the mistake of missing this much farm, dude. How am I this far behind? I'm not even getting pressure that hard. It's just because I'm missing it, too. Do I want to go tier this game? I didn't miss all 3. Nice. He will hit me no matter what, so I might as well just, like, walk backwards and just start hitting him back, because if he is going to be able to get his Q3 off, you might as well just try to hit him. Does he have Ignite? He has just Ghost. So I'm okay. Dude, I should never be missing that. That was free again. It's okay. He thought that I was basing, and that's why he rounded that corner. Because he was trying to prevent my base. Because he knows that if I base and TP back, it's pretty bad. Okay, cool. Got bonus AP. We'll just leave now. I still haven't really decided on what build path I want to do. There's so many different build paths you can do on Veigar. Let's do tier. I don't know if I want to do the actualizer or not, but we'll just do something like this. I have a huge mana pool now. I can spam so frequently to like get CS with W if I do get pressured more. I'm gonna prep these just so I can CS them with my Q. Even if I take some damage here, I just am not wanting them to crash so I can get them. Also, he might miss a little bit of farm because this... Oh, that one was trying to die underneath the turret. This wave is just very, very slightly pushing towards us. So sometimes I'll, like, wait to last hit just to deny a tiny, tiny bit of farm. I tried waiting for that one and instead of just lasting with my auto attack. Clearly was a mistake. What does he have? Double Amp Tome? Move that to the correct slot. I'm not going to use Cage or W very frequently to try to harass him because it's usually not going to land. I try to, like, get the farm and also look for harass in most cases. But it really depends, too. I should never be missing these. I'm so sad with myself. This Cage is just a defensive tool, so he gets deterred from hitting me here. Nocturne is not here. He could probably all in pretty soon. You kind of juke a lot to the right, I guess, right? You're not gonna flash on me here, really? I feel like I would have committed because he kind of is chunking me. I think that he could be a little bit more aggressive, but that's fine. That just means that I can take a reset. Because we're only down 4 farm, this is pretty good. Because I don't think that this is easy for me to face. Once I actually have, like, survivability through being slightly tankier, because all I had is mana items, it'll be a bit easier to feel more confident of sometimes just face tanking his abilities and then just landing my own. Although I've been missing too much to get the free AP, though. I didn't miss that, thankfully. What? That's how we know that we're weak, because I should always be able to last at those. I just barely can't. It's because I have no AP items, too, and sometimes I build a Dark Seal, and I don't have it this game. I think he's freezing, and the reason why is because Nocturne's nearby. If Nocturne ganks me, I'm just gonna die. But I could also try to flash away to survive. But it is very scary playing versus it. Nocturne, that is. He'll deny me of 1 melee minion there. W kills all of them. Okay, no, not all the way. Get a little bit of AP from this Rel. Don't have to burn any sums because I didn't get caught. He can Q me, that's fine. That doesn't really deal that much. If you get hit by his Q and his E, that's when it gets really tough. Can you not pull underneath this? I'm surprised that he doesn't want to. I feel like it would be worth doing, but what do I know? I'm not the Vladimir player. That was a free hit again. Like that. Super free. I know that when I finish my rod, I should be able to probably kill this guy if I play it correctly. I still don't even have that much, mana, really. There's no way we kill this guy, dude. But at least you got his ultimate. I need a reset really, really, really badly. If I don't reset, I'm gonna maybe get ganked or just have no pressure. And no pressure is really bad for my team because then I can never follow them up to do anything. So I'm gonna go get my mana. At least he was chunked and has no R. If I TP in and they do try to contest this, I feel as though it should be pretty free to fight. I'm gonna TP early. I'll buy Swifties. Got one. Damn, that's all 5 of them being here, by the way. Killed 2. I should be fine. I will not be able to kill because... Oh, that will kill me if he Qs me. I'm not going to get hit by that. I don't think that landed, darn. If the landing of the W hit, then I think I could almost kill her there. But still a pretty successful team fight because I was able to get so much stacks to make up for my earlier bad stacking. And each time I can do that, that definitely helps out. Getting slightly stronger. The Swifties is just because movement speed is honestly pretty valuable on my character. You don't lose that much damage, in my opinion, by going this. And your survivability can go really high up by being able to just run away from people or catch people with your cage easier. It's not, like, super, super, super popular anymore. It used to be way more popular in the past, and I could always swap the boots for something else later on. It's not that expensive to change it, if I want to, but I doubt that I will. Yeah, see, he pulled, finally. Pulled the cage. He could definitely go underneath it. It's a good reminder. I never really knew if, I haven't played against Vlad in a while, if that still works that way. So my cage is worthless against him. There's a bot lane fight going on. I'm just going to rotate to it because I just shoved out mid, and because I can be there a little bit faster, I probably could really salvage this fight. Diana might be able to do it on her own, though. She might not even need my assistance here. I might be able to still catch the Nocturne because he's pretty far away from the turret. Dude, is he really going to be able to escape? Oh. Wow, I actually had him with that Q2, but it doesn't matter. I mean, my teammate got him anyways. That's not bad. Warded. Just chunking that guy a little bit. We have the Rod of Ages and base. I don't feel like super urgent to usually get it, because even if you do get it later, you'll just get that level a little bit later, and if you get the level later, it's not even that bad, because your cage honestly does get really, really strong, because it also increases the stun duration. But as soon as I'm able to get a better base where I am not, like, losing a ton of farm, then that's definitely good. And then we're just going to go Archangels next. After Archangels, I don't think I'm going to build Actualizer. I'm just going to go Death Cap. We'll already have decent ability haste from the Seraphs plus just our Transcendence, and that's decent enough. I really want to get my stack onto you, but also my first strike. Ooh, okay. Wow, so I just die here 100 to 0? Is that so? I'm gonna ulti for 1 AP, plus 1. Because honestly, it's so worth it. I think that if I used my cage sooner, I maybe could have survived, honestly. Because I really only died because I got caught by the Rel. If I don't get caught by Rel, I'm completely fine there. These guys are both dead. Or, like, one of them, because I just know as soon as Nocturne is in the area and the position that those guys are in is so bad There's no way that they can ever escape. We're doing good with all objectives, so it's a pretty chill game overall, though. It's not, like, gonna be that bad for that death. Because they're dead and bot wave is still kind of far away, should I just grab the mid farm? Because Jinx can't collect this wave, so I should collect this wave and then go bot lane afterwards. She would never get the cannon here. And then I'll go back bot. Despite being, like, somewhat strong, we're still just waiting for our 3 core to become, like, super broken. Dang, dude, really? I don't get cannon there? Just barely. That's sad. Oh, well. Damn, my CD honestly already feels really nice for farming. Did I just not get that? I didn't hear any noise for it, but I'm kind of confused because I thought that I timed it correctly for sure. You have Hextech Rocket Belt? Since Nocturne's on the other side of the map, I should be okay down here. Of course, I feel like this guy's dive potential is pretty nuts. I'll try to be pretty respectful of when he can try to kill me. Dude, you let me hit you, nice. Give me some first strike, thank you. All AP matters. I feel like Nocturne would probably beat me in a 1v1 if he even ulties without this guy even being in the area, huh? They're not on Rift Herald either, which is strange, because usually they would be. So I have a feeling that Nocturne's gonna be ganking me bot side. Unless he ulties top now. Alright, I mean, we'll just be patient. If they try to do the Rift Herald, like, well, you can have, like, 1 single second of, like, being able to TP, by the way. You can sometimes TP when Nocturne Ultimate is first being casted, but you have to do it so fast if you want to be able to do that. Trying to stay away from these brushes because they're very scary, because if you walk into Vladimir, that's, like, the worst possible way to get initiated on, and I just don't want to get caught. Just play towards our strengths. Dude, can I even step up here? I'm terrified. Like, where on earth is this Nocturne, dude? Dragon's coming up pretty soon. I think we just back off. And just wait. Be grouped, maybe, for, like, vision control of the area. Since Dragon's gonna be done, like, right now. Doesn't matter if we have to sack bot. Farm. Oh, I hit him and he didn't W it. That did 500 damage to him. He takes a ridiculous amount from us, too. I probably can't cage here. I should have caged better for the, when I said cage, I mean the Vladimir. We should never cage the Vladimir. Okay. Does he also survive? This is why I say that Vladimir is like a counterpick into Veigar, by the way. You can see that? I'm so worthless against him. I don't have any way of, like, ever killing him until I get enough AP that, like, it doesn't matter. But during the, like, mid-game, his spike point is just so much better. It also sucks that we lost the Dragon, because that could have been really close to us getting Soul. And if I cage the Rel, we probably could have, like, done major damage to her. And if I got huge damage on Rel, that would be probably the best possible way of fighting. So I'm upset that I used my cage so poorly. I think that TPing down bot side doesn't make much sense, so I'm just gonna, like, not do that. Is there a way that Nocturne's just waiting in the wings? Wow. You decided not to take the turret. Interesting. Okay. Nocturne ultimate has no cooldown. Because he has Axiom, and he got a bunch of kills, so he should be able to have it, like, right now. We have Ceres for the shield. Death cap is what is necessary to really make us OP, though. Farm per minute still looking okay, just about equal with him. 400 AP on him. He has as much AP as I do. He's a little strong. Did you just... You just smited early. Okay. Sure? Huh. There was no reason to panic over that, but that's okay. You know what happens. I get it. I was in the area before anybody else, so I was ready to help you with the scuttle. Let's just get the back wave. Vladimir's using the push and then, like, trying to help out his teammates. I could try to shove out Bob, but again, if, like, Nocturne ulties me, I'm pretty sure I just die. I could try to outplay him, though. Vladimir's basing. Briar's still top, so it'd still only be Nocturne down here. We see Nocturne's top side, so that means nobody's bot, obviously. This also gives me a window to try to group with my team to make a play happen, because somebody has to collect bot side on their side. I will be seen, though, which is pretty substantial. There's a big fight going on. I'll TP to this. This seems like something that would probably last longer than just, like, a short fight, completely. Nice cage. And the Seraphs kept me alive, too. Was able to land really good hits, kill multiple people that were important. I know that we can't do Baron here. I'll rotate over. I'd have... Probably, it's, like, not that bad to take the mid farm anyways. We can deny a little bit of a wave, and it won't be the worst for the team for me to be late to this, I think. Let's just use Cage to heal myself, because I have Rod of Ages, which allows me to sustain a little bit. I'm waiting for Diana to respawn, by the way. I purposely was the person not trying to hit it because I want her to have the Baron buff, and that was good. I am going to be late to this dragon, maybe. Which sucks, but I think that I can still get there probably fast enough before they can finish it or, like, initiate or anything. We have double needless now. I should probably heal up just a tiny bit more. I don't need to be full health, though. We now have another point in our cage, so our stun lasts way longer. Briar's top, I don't know if... Are they really going to be trying to not defend this? Dude, is Nocturne going to ulti me when I'm, like, separated from my team? That would be super scary to get caught by. Nice secure. Only one more for soul. I kind of ran a somewhat risky path because we left topside and she's still doing it. Then we'll probably just lose it, which isn't that bad. I'm just gonna get some stacks from this. I'm not gonna take the big one. Vladimir is also shoving out bot lane, and somebody has to defend it. We don't have death cap for another 600 gold, but we're so close. I feel like Nocturne's down bot side. I'm gonna get dove. They literally are just gonna have, like, multiple people try to kill me here, I swear. If I step up too far. If Vladimir starts backing off, we can assume that the dive isn't going to be happening because they would only do it together. Usually if they set up dive angles, they're always going to be wanting to do it as a team and not just, like, randomly doing it alone. I can't shove out bot. If I step up again, this guy's just been missing for such a long time. If my Diana really is going to be able to get a kill like that, they might have to go back mid. But if I shove this wave, then I could die too. I'll just walk over to this. If I could maybe get there fast enough and the team survives, then maybe I could still salvage it. And if they win, then that's fine too. Okay. Nah, poor guy, dude. Used his pool incorrectly. Well, not incorrectly, but he was already screwed as soon as we got there. Game should be pretty free now. The thing is if I don't go bot lane, and it sucks because I can't join these fights, it would be bad, because either we just have to push to end. This guy just dies instantly. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of at the spike point that is already super powerful, so it does make sense that it should just be free. So yeah, that was game 2 of it. Feel like not the most entertaining games today, but hopefully you guys still enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and all that. Farewell. This account decayed, so everybody in this game is either Grandmaster or Master Tier. For some reason, this account put me into a Challenger game last game. I don't even know why I only get 25 LP if it's going to be matching me against opponents that sometimes are, or like my own teammates are so much higher rated than me because I decayed. But maybe they did that on purpose. Like, every single person's like 400 LP. Because my previous game literally matched me against challengers on this account. Oh, that's arena game. Because I played against Pobelter. Like, what? What is this? And then, like, I think that my teammate is also challenger. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the Veigar in Arena section. We are starting off with Wooglets. Of course, being able to increase my AP by a percentage is pretty insane. But I wonder if I kind of want to try something else just to see what I get. Eureka is also not bad either, because honestly, it could give you a tremendous amount of ability haste eventually, so you can spam so fast, especially because Veigar also lowers the CD of your W based off of getting stacks of 50, which could be a little bit goofy to try. Oh, would you look at that? Well, I guess that I'm just gonna do Jeweled Gauntlet, because I will always take Jeweled Gauntlet if I see it, especially if I'm playing something that's all about killing people instantaneously, and being able to crit with your abilities is really, really, really efficient. So now we only have a percentage chance to do it. You could even buy Infinity Edge if you want to get the critical strike damage later, but... So were these guys gonna, like, pressure, like, the enemy team ever? My CDs are so long early on. Wow, I actually killed her with that. Did that crit because Jeweled Gauntlet triggers the crit from it? I'm kind of down for him to have these, by the way, because I kind of just want to get my AP a little bit higher, because it does feel kind of nice when the takedowns also give you 5. He's not on his teammate, so he's not going to do too much here. Because if I can get a really high AP by the rounds lasting long enough to be able to get a ridiculous amount of stacks this game, I'm going to be so absurdly broken later on when I actually have a much higher crit chance. I like the Sheikah one usually here, but I'm also fine with doing the Poppy one. The Poppy is either 2 Prismatics. Prismatics are locked. You can't buy them anymore. It's not talking about augments, but the items. And then we have the Shaco, which causes all augments to just be random tiers. The best thing, if I get Sword of the Divine, your crits can roll crit, and it gives me crit chance. That would be crazy if that showed up right now. No? Demon King's okay. Puppeteer, we'll just reroll this. I will take Demon King, even though it's risky, and then I will take probably Everfrost, unless I saw another one. Everfrost kind of synergizes with Veigar not needing to always land cage to kill people. You can also snare them with this. This gives us percentage value, but each time we lose 3% value, and if we win, we gain value. This can go really bad really fast if everybody is just way stronger than us. It can be really tough. So let's just hope that we don't accidentally just lose all of the stacks, because if we do, usually you can sell it and buy a new prismatic, but you can't. Because we can't buy that. We'll have to buy a regular item instead, and it would suck to do that. Just don't get hit by that. Briar's so fast, dude. She will leave. That's okay, though. I don't think that Orianna loses her side, right? They didn't get to res their ally, which is fine. I care more about winning than, like, stacking really, really well at this point, because we'll never, ever be able to... Oh, nice. It's way more important to just get the win, because we want the Demon King to get slightly stronger, because each win increases it. And then that will give us, like, a buffer for when we lose in the future, because getting first place and also never losing a single round is usually pretty uncommon. That's very difficult to actually play off of. We'll Be Right Back is definitely the superior one here. Magic Missile is, like, okay. Parasitic. I kind of just want to take Phenomenal because I think that I mean, I'm a greedy player, and even though Time Stop is so absurdly good, this is going to be like a Veigar passive, but a little bit worse because it does have a 5-second CD, but the last rank of it also gives you 10% bonus AP, and the last time that I ran it, I was able to upgrade this augment pretty early on, because sometimes you might find no augments and you can go for a level up instead, and if you can do that, you get 2 AP instead, and you can get a decent amount of AP from this. It's not as bad as it was previously. It used to be so trash, and it's actually okay now. I hope that, honestly, we just, like, go even versus these guys here, and they can res their ally, because if they can res their ally, that'd be pretty sick. I didn't think that the stun was gonna land on the other guy. I mean, this is still fine. I guess that I would still rather just win just to be able to get more, of our Demon King, if anything. What's also gonna be nice is that because we do have, this... The Jeweled Gauntlet is, or not Jeweled Gauntlet, but rather just like having super high AP naturally through either augments or also I'm just Veigar, and that is pretty decent, can get the value really high once we finish Death Cap to increase all of our stuff by a percentage. But you can see that, like, last round I only got, I think, 12 AP, which kind of sucks. Obviously, it's not really the best. I could buy another full item here, and then what do I even want? If I was to go Death Cap immediately, I have 500 AP, and if I was to build something else... 435? Gives me a little bit more CDR... I only lose about 70 AP. That's honestly not that bad. But if I was to go Rite of Ruin, I could get more crit chance too. I usually try to not build Rite of Ruin because the stats of it aren't really that crazy, but it is a decently effective thing, and I guess that I'll build it this game, just because it is kind of powerful. Firstly, it's going to make it so our Jewel Gauntlet can crit way more frequently. I could maybe sell it later on. We also get a shield based off of the crit chance, and it does scale with AP, and the AP ratio is not the worst thing ever. So it's probably the best thing for making sure we always win, at least. And then they all die. Huh. There's a Shaco box on the ground, and I was able to stack that as well. Again, we just barely got any AP from Phenomenal. We actually win way too fast. But, oh well. I mean, at least we were able to get the 10% bonus later on. Otherwise, I could always remove this augment if it really is terrible for the amount of AP that I get and just level up something else. You can critically defend. So this will just automatically make it so I am tanky because it's based off of your crit chance, and this almost caps us to 100%. It actually does when I actually use my Rite of Ruin, because Rite of Ruin gives us a little bit of crit each time we use our abilities up to 20%. So now we'll have 100% crit chance, and not only that, we will be able to critically defend, and if we want to critically defend for even more, because it's only 15% damage reduction, it's based off of the critical strike bonus. So if I bought Infinity Edge, I could cause my crits to be stronger while also making myself tankier too. We just used our ultimate immediately because honestly I just wanted to get it out. I'm just gonna take one more of these and then walk back. Nice, my W hit him to kill him too, just for a little bit more AP again. You also get stacks per round as well, because the game just naturally gives stacks to usually every single champion, so we do get a little bit of stacking every single round because of that. 2.6k on that. This reduced 500 damage that round. Your AP ratio of Everfrost is also insane. Everfrost used to be a real item, and the AP ratio is 85% in this game mode, which is absurd. That does more damage than, like, most of my abilities. It's actually really, really powerful. Does it add value when I use my stuff here? No. 2.3k block. And we can buy... Probably Death Cap now is fine. We'll buy a shard just to see if I can get anything else. We got the AP. The AP is going to be increased by a percentage, which is way better. My Demon King is finally giving a substantial amount of AP too. 153 is really good. Very nice. Tap Dancer, on hit Teemo, Phenomenal Evil, Shyvana, and a Set. They are in second place, but they are tied for the other team that we just beat. Or beat previously. I guess the round before that round. What? I should never miss cage there. That's pathetic by me. Are you really just gonna walk on that? Okay, dude. Shyvana's just waiting to get her ultimate up, because if she doesn't have it, she can't really do too much here. Nice, one person got instantly one-shot. That person will eventually die. It takes a little bit long, but that's okay. My abilities, honestly, are not hitting as hard as I was expecting. Am I facing people with a lot of magic resist? How is my Q only hitting for, like, 450 damage? That's kind of crazy that it's so little. Because this says 1.1k tooltip. You would think that it would hit way harder. My pen is okay. I mean, I have a slight amount. Wow, we actually did find Adapt. Interesting. Adapt increases, firstly, it increases your AP by 10%, so it already just gives 90 AP, which is absurd. And the second one is it increases it by 20%, which is way better than phenomenal. So I'm going to be taking this. I don't know if going Murmur Mana would ever be worth it. I'm mostly building this just because I know that it increases my percentage value of how much AP I have. That's like the biggest thing. I probably can't have a crazy conversion this game. I could go Gunblade, I guess. I could still build Merman if I really wanted to. But I don't have a Void Staff, and I feel like that's probably more important. This Malphite's probably so terrifying to play versus. Are you not going to get just one-tapped here? Wow. How did that guy not initiate on you? I just one-shot that guy. We'll just walk away from that person. I know that Briar does a decent amount of damage, but as soon as her ultimate expires, I think we'll be good. And it did. W lands on top of her head. 2.5 seconds CD on that. 1.1k AP. Nice. Dude, you have restart? That sounds not good. I kind of want the Jarvan one. The Jarvan one causes one person to be crowned as king, and I kind of want it. Because when the king is slain, that means if any of my teammates lose and die, that's pretty nice. But this increases your damage by 15% if you are the king. So hopefully it gives it to me, because I want to just one-tap people. Hopefully. If I wanted to remove an augment, I could remove this to remove 54 AP, which then would maybe increase this by a huge percentage. I mean, all of the other levels... Yeah, I feel like I should just get rid of it. Phenomenal is not really doing too much. So now we have Adapt at max, and you can see that my AP went down by like 30 because I got the increase amount. And then another thing is that this is now maxed, so I'm going to be tankier, which is honestly more powerful than any of the other stuff I probably could have gotten, in my opinion. We'll take the flat magic pen every single time that we see it. It's just so much better to have that. Wait, you have so much AP, Orianna? Oh, it's because she has Locket. I could try to get the, there's a support item where you can share AP with somebody else, but it'd probably be better for her to have it to take my AP, if anything, because I have more AP than her. Holy crap, dude, you just kind of popped the heck off there. Okay. Nice, I guess. Well played, Orianna. You just one-shot all of them immediately. You did more damage than me by a lot. Increase your slowing effects by a lot, too. Dude, are you going to be able to out-damage me this game? My Demon King is still giving so much AP. We haven't lost a single round yet. I still don't have Void Staff. I feel like that's such a big deal. Does Ori have Void Staff? She doesn't. Interesting. Oh, you increases your critical damage by 25%? Oh yeah, I never bought Infinity Edge. But I think that it might be even more... Oh, they don't have that much magic resist. How much magic resist do they have? Let me click them. 169. Elise has 67. I'll do it. Holy crap, that gave me a lot of AP. What? Huh? Wait, is it because of Demon King? Wait, is Mermana actually insane because of Demon King increasing the AD, which then feeds back into increasing my AP? I didn't even... Wow, that is giving so much more than I was expecting. How is my damage to these guys so bad? 400 is pathetic, dude. Come on. That is nuts to me. 1700 AP. Wow, it increases very quickly. My goodness. Do I want any of these? No, not really. Probably just to upgrade Jewel Gauntlet. If I was to upgrade Jewel Gauntlet, it causes the critical strike damage, total damage to go up even higher. So it goes from 140 to 150%. And of course, we have Infinity Edge also benefiting from that. We get to skip combat. Like, this does 2.2k, but it only shows, like, 1,000 damage to this. What? Huh. That's crazy to me. She can share my AP, dude. You should just do that. I don't think that anybody really seems terrifying on the opposing sides. It feels like it's very equal, but, like, my goodness, us compared to everybody else is so much better. If I sell my Sork boots, like, how much will I get if I do build this? Holy crap, that's a lot of AP. Oh my gosh. So anyways, I guess that I just won't have a pen. That's okay. I think I'm fine with that. I think that this is such a high value that I don't even need the pen at this point. The shielding is also so crazy. I get a shield for 500 every single time I cast. I really want to one-shot somebody, but I'm so slow because I don't have movement speed anymore. I'll just ult here. How much damage will it deal? It didn't deal as much as I was hoping. I don't think that I get caught here and die, so I'm pretty chill with it. It'd be kind of nice to honestly lose, so I can just have another try at this round. Because I'm not really too scared about, like, losing occasionally. I wonder if we should just R her. Boom! 3,000 damage. Okay. Does this increase your AP by a percentage? I never Oh, Glass Cannon is deal 15% bonus damage as true damage. I think we'll just take that. What? Oh, reduce 30%. I was like, wow, dude, it's reducing way more than 30%, but no, that's just what 30% looks like. This is increasing my AP by 500. Okay, well, yeah, 3,000 damage on my W. Yeah, it's, like, decent, I suppose. I heard that this does, like, pre-mitigated, so that means that it's 15% of the thousands that I deal, which makes it even more insane. Okay, well, see you later, bro, I guess. Yeah, 1700. My Jewel Gauntlet, that round. How much damage did this deal? 7,000 true damage, and this did 26,000. Did that outpace her Jewel Gauntlet? I did get to win in the end. I was able to outpace her Jewel Gauntlet. I did a little bit more damage than her. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Have a great day. Farewell. Bye.